Isn't fire beautiful? Stunning, nah? Stunning. Must have my red rose incense here because the spirit of rose has just been very prominent. I even have wild rose in here, some hibiscus, some wisteria, and some pomegranate flower. Hey, we are not playing games. Have you been just getting extra synchronicities lately, or is it just something that's happening in my tiny corner of reality? Because I have my earbud in my ear doing something, and my daughter will come to me and she'll say something, and the something that she says, whatever's in the earbud, would share the same word, So she would say something about a meaning, and then in my earbud would be something about a meaning, whether it's a song or somebody speaking. So I've been receiving that, and then like today, when I was out walking with baby, someone asked me if I jump, and I'm like, motherhood is the jump. Like, I'll be lying if I say I jump. Like, I stretch as much as often, and I'd love to jog and things like that, but I just had to accept that at this specific stage of my motherhood, that can't happen, Like, I had to observe other beautiful divine feminines on their journey and listen to their stories to accept that, you can't do everything at once, and don't be so hard on yourself, because like, it's pointless. It's just exhausting being hard on yourself. You can't do everything once. Do the best you can, So that was a reminder that I received this year. I was like, yes, I so badly want to run, but that's just not the time. And my babies will keep me fit because we go hiking almost every day. So that's awesome. That's amazing. That's lovely. But here's another synchronicity. So this morning I'm walking and someone was like, do you jump? And I'm like, no, motherhood is the jump. And he's like, yo, wow. And I'm like, how? You didn't know what's breaking the people down. Because obviously I'm already teleconnecting. I can see he's busy comparing. He's busy thinking, okay, other mothers, how come she look like that? And I was like, what's breaking the people down? It's the dead thing. It's the Pooza. Then I get home, and this piece of paper that I'm busy copying, it's a piece of paper, like a bunch of pages I tore out of one of my previous notebooks, like poetry books. Like, guys, yesterday I said to my son, I'm like, just looking at book for a page that doesn't have poetry written on it, and he's like, highly unlikely. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but just check, maybe we'll find just like one lone page that doesn't have any poetry written on it. So I've got so many books there. But anyways, I find this stack of pages, and the poem on here is got neighbors only smile when they drunk, chose misery, always in a funk, no self-awareness, always feeling crunk. They already reeks of skunk, all their projections got debunked, self-hate got their telomeres shrunk. I'm the Omega's slam dunk, now in their septic pool they sunk, sacred life force, I am the unk. Hulle huil, nou van hulle harte was lank. Flanky. See, this is from 29th of September 2024, so I still have my old name there. Because a few months ago I was like, no, I want to use Flamaki as my poetry name. Flamaki was the name my dad called me as a little baby. He's like, my little flame, because he wanted to name me Flaming, and then something made him change his mind to Flamine, which is so fiery, because fire can be mean at times. What are you doing? What are you doing? Please, I love Papa t-shirt. Go take your I love Papa t-shirt and go sit there. I want to finish quickly before Zenny comes. So that was another synchronicity. I was just telling someone like, yo, like it's the drunk that is the alcohol is breaking us, breaking people down, not just women, not just the colored community, although it's a heavy cast in the colored community, but I was like, that same entity is in the Xhosas, and it's not a coincidence that Xhosas and coloreds are closely related because of our Khoisan lineage. And one thing that we have in common is alcohol, alcohol abuse, attachment. And then Spirit got like just made me aware of this, and it was like, but what causes people to abuse alcohol? Then it was like, oh, it's a chakra blockage. And what made me realize that was because I walked past someone the other day and she was very vocal and she was speaking her mind. And then it dawned on me, I was like, yo, when that person is sober, they never talk. And then it's like, so all of this, the consciousness is busy putting puzzles together. And it's like, wow, so you get alcohol abuse that's linked to throat chakra blockage. But then it's also automatically your throat and your solar plexus is linked because of confidence. So the major two chakras that are blocked that cause people to have alcoholic attachment, because the thing with alcohol is it's a spirit. It's not like just any substance, being addicted to just any substance. But, I'm saying this, and as I'm saying it, spirit is like, but then it has the same effect. So, like, any artificial substance is going to have that same effect where it tears your aura open. Right? And the only difference between, like, psychedelics and the substances is that when substances tear your aura, okay? And psychedelics open your aura. Okay, so it's a voluntary opening, okay? And automatically when something is ripped open, that's trauma. So even if there was high vibrational entities around, it's trauma. Like, you're traumatizing your auras. Just think of a human being traumatized. It causes PTSD, stress to the nervous system. Wow, that's deep how that just came through. So yeah, anyone struggling with alcohol abuse, because then that also, like, now I'm busy thinking about how I remember when I used to turn up, I would always say, I don't need alcohol to have fun, And a lot of people need alcohol to have fun. So what's that? That comes from their sacral, because in order to have fun, you need to have a good balance of your crown chakra and your sacral chakra. You understand? So that you can have fun without hurting yourself. Like, I could dance the whole night, no alcohol in my system. I would even had this thing, especially when I was walking, I was like, yo, I need a dance. I would literally go to turn up just to dance, just to release energy. And this was before I knew anything about shamanism, before I knew anything about healing, about releasing energy. Oh, I was hoping this is not bitter. Thank goodness it's not bitter. So, nothing is by chance. So I'm going to read the second poem and see what message it has for us. This poem was from the 30th of September 2024. So many dreams, now you do them on your own. Abandoned me, so I reclaim. Okay. So many dreams, now you do them on your own. Abandoned me, so I reclaimed my throne. Hold on, most high, on the phone. Told me I gotta do this. Just stay in your zone. Shea butter fingers, not accident prone. The children of love, you cannot clone. Whoa. Sent me a death spell. All I did was moan. The truth I've already been shown. Witchy antenna with my hat shaped like a cone. Fang yourself, mwah. Watch your tone. Keep your toys in your cot strictly monotone. Of the ark I am Joan. enter once you've purified your bone. Oh, wow, this is so deep. And the other day, yesterday or the day before, I heard someone talking about how you can't clone us because we're too pure. And also, like, what I realized with me, like, cloning doesn't physically mean cloning. Cloning could mean someone copying you. They cloning you. They copying you. They literally want to make a copy of you. Instead of being inspired by you, they want to make a copy of you. And what I realized with that is when you are like, I guess, an ascended master reincarnated, or just like a divine being, whatever you want to call it, a messiah, when you carry that specific atom in you, people can't clone you, they can't copy you. Because just when they've mastered this version, tomorrow you step out in a new version. Just when they mastered version, you 3 versions later when they look at you again. This meter box here by the new houses can explode. Like yesterday it exploded and now it exploded again. But anyway, I'm so happy to have been able to come on y'all and share an offering with you. Guys, it's been good. Let me go give one of my physical support. I always, and I recommend this, in your gratitude practice, add, I give thanks for all my physical and non-physical support, because you never know who's helping you in the non-physical, because we can't see there, like with our physical eyes, we see here. But what's even more important is those people in the physical who are helping you and you don't know. Especially in those times when you feel most alone, you'd be surprised who's helping you, who's either pulling strings for you that will only manifest, in a few months' time or in a year's time, who's praying for you because they can't physically support you at that moment, help you because they themselves are like, always say thank you for the physical and non-physical support. And I'm sovereign and whole. Sovereign means you are in your energy. No one can play with your energy. You can even declare it. I claim full ownership of my energy, of my mind, spirit, vessel, gifts, ideas, integrity, morality, because some of us had our morality stripped away from us as children. We were born with morals. We were born with confidence, self-respect, everything. And then it gets slowly chipped away, chipped away, chipped away. And then you're forced into adulthood, depleted. Your caregivers and whoever was there in your childhood had stripped you of all of your tools that were supposed to get you to your destiny. Those tools are your natural warmth. I was listening to a video this morning about feminine warmth, and the lady's giving tips, and I'm like, but so many of us are naturally warm. But society makes us hard on ourselves, We feel like we must put up this huge wall, and because every time we're kind and nurturing, someone punishes us for it, crucifies. I call it the Jesus curse. That story of crucifixion is meant to crucify witches. So it's meant to continuously, since the witch trials, where they burnt like thousands and thousands of female professionals all at once because they were a threat to the hierarchy, they were a threat to government because they were here providing free healing with Reiki, educating people, amazing businesswomen, amazing magicians, amazing healers in herbs, in psychology, in neuroscience, in metaphysics. Because there's so many ways that we can that we can approach healing. Some of us, the trauma is so deep because of ancestral. It's been going on for generations and generations, that we've lost count. That it's literally in our brains. The trauma is in our brains. So a few affirmations won't do the trick. We have to do affirmations, and we have to do Kundalini yoga, and then we have to do mantras, and then we have to go sit by the river, and we have to do everything. We have to leave the rat race. I was saying to my children the other day, I pray that you'll understand and that you'll do not accept broken adults' projections about your mother. Me, I've never been lazy, especially those who have tried to project onto me. Themselves have told me that I'm not lazy. So in a moment of my life where I'm supposedly down in the dumps, jobless, whatever, for them to tell me I'm lazy, I couldn't take it seriously, because when I caught you off guard, you told me all of my good qualities and traits. When you're in good books, when you're in good books with people and you are able to feed them your energy, then they'll tell you your good traits, to love bomb you, to all of those things, right? And me, I take it, I lap it up. I only take the truth. So when you come to me later on and you tell me a lie as an insult, I'm gonna just look at you like shit. So I explained to my children, yes, I am looking for work outside of creating my jewelry and clothing and being a mother. I'm still outside of that. I've opened myself up to work. But here's the thing. I've met so many people whose lives were ruined because their mother prioritized provision or maintaining a specific standard of life over what's most important: attention, affection. And not only do I know, I am one of those people who grew up in a household where not only did the mother prioritize establishing the physical and neglected the non-physical, the emotional, the spiritual, but she dragged her children in with it. So she robbed us of a childhood as well. So we weren't allowed to have a childhood, and we were there working with her. And so I had double the I had to really make up for my inner child healing, So yeah, I forgot what the point was of that, but remember what's most important. I'm raising kings and queens, and when they enter adulthood, I want them to go in full. Obviously by then they'll have good shoes, but I'd rather have my child go out into the adult world with some scrawny pair of shoes and the best little suit that he could pull together, but a character, than vice versa. Ashy but flashy. Looking all shiny, but you have no depth. Looking all brand named it up, but you have no self-respect. Men like that nearly killed me, nearly ruined me, and so I will not send men like that out into this world. Because those weren't men, and I'm sending out men. Those were boys trapped in men's bodies because they never got to grow up. I want to see the picture. You want to say bye-bye? Say bye. He's going to look on the other side of the camera. Okay. Let's continue grooming men and make the world a better place. I trust that you enjoy this little poetry session, and sending you love, sending you greatness, sending you bliss. If you like what I'm doing over here, you know what to do. There's a lot of buttons that you can and you can get little confirmations that I have there. Flummocky 31, Flummocky 13, whatever. What's my YouTube handle? But yeah, what I'd like you to do is go check out my yoga store. In there you will find my talismans, healing rods, divination tools like cards and charms, and what else? And yeah, my talismans. I've also got other jewelry on there and a few of my handmade clothing art works. So yeah, go to yoga, support a sister, and update. Seeing that nobody offered to paint for me, I just painted myself. So sending you warmth, sending you all that good prana, mana, and pani. Okay, sending you all of the pani frequencies. Arigato, mi carnali, and mi vate.